Welcome back to the Sandbox. Thank you so much for coming back to play with me one more time. I know it has been a minute. You've been very patient. But here we are, back with Justin Hope and Ethan, trying to figure out what the hell is going on in the town of Spring Creek. So after a night of shenanigans, is that the right word? No, probably not. It's more serious than shenanigans. Jeremy basically almost died. Nobody seems to remember Rebecca. She just sort of disappeared. But Justin remembers her. Nobody else does. Why is all of this happening? Chapter 3, Part 1, The Hunt. My eyelids slowly peel open. The room uncomfortably crusty in the corners of my eyes. It takes a moment, but my vision eventually comes into focus, and I take in the familiar surroundings of Rachel's bedroom. My friends are all scattered around the room, sleeping in whatever spot was available to them. These two are kind of cute. You know, and if Theo has morning wood, you know Eyal's got to be feeling it back there, right? Theo has his arm draped over Eyal, using him as a makeshift pillow. It's actually kind of cute seeing him like that. Theo is really cute. Looking down, I notice Ethan's arm draped over my stomach, and my body reacts impulsively with nervous shivers. This is, this is true for me, right? I moan and bitch about wanting a boyfriend. I want to fall in love again so desperately. I have more in me. I want a relationship, and when a person shows the slightest interest in me, I suddenly get really, really nervous. It's just stupid. Once it settles in that I'm the only one awake, I relax into the touch, comforted by his presence. Last night was a whirlwind of emotions, climaxing in the forest with a distraught and confused Jeremy. After my dream, it solidified in my mind that everything that happened was my fault, because I've been ignoring the voices calling to me. Oh, Justin, it's not your fault, buddy. You aren't doing any of this. It's not your fault, but I totally get that you think it is. We decided it would be best to stay together for the night. Theo kindly offered up his house, but Ethan wasn't all too pleased with that idea. I'm not sure how long they're going to stay at each other's throats, but our lives are becoming connected now, whether they like it or not. Before they could cause any more drama, Rachel offered for us to stay at her place. So here we are, shacked up in her bedroom in a veiled attempt at comforting Jeremy from, well, I'm not entirely sure. Where is Jeremy? Jeremy's not even there. Okay. As I look around, I notice that Jeremy isn't even in the room. Just as I'm about to jump up in panic and wake everyone, I hear movement coming from somewhere in the house, followed by the smell of coffee. I guess he had trouble sleeping. I sigh in relief, thankful that we hadn't been thrown into chaos before our morning caffeine fix. Sliding out from Ethan's slumbering vice, I crack my neck and yawn as quietly as I can. Rachel keeps a life-size poster of herself in her bedroom. That's a little weird. Come on. I tiptoe out of the room, hoping to catch a moment alone with Jeremy before everyone else wakes up. Oh, yes, we need a moment alone with Jer. Following the scent trail of coffee, I end up in the guest lounge, which makes me incredibly jealous when I come over. I think this should be whenever. I end up in the guest lounge, which makes me incredibly jealous whenever I come over. Yeah, that's better. Most people have one lounge, period. Never mind a separate wing to their house specifically for guests. I don't even have one lounge. Things are different in Spring Creek. I spot I spot a shirtless Jeremy in the kitchen, finishing up brewing his coffee. Oh, yeah. I can smell his skin from here. Not usually a coffee drinker, but I think I could use a cup after last night. I say, unintentionally startling him. Oh, he's been redone. That's a new Jeremy. Justin, it's you. Warn a guy before you enter a room. Jesus. Oh, sorry, Jer. You good? Yeah, I'm fine. I didn't spill anything. He pours me a cup and slides it across the bar, sitting across from me with a blank expression. So, how you holding up? Last night was kinda crazy. Crazy's one way to put it. I'm fine, Justin. Fine is something you tell someone when you don't want to talk about what's really going on. Oh, this is Blake. All. Okay, I'll tell you. I don't think it's a secret, but it's personal communications, right? Blake will message me. He'll say like, "Hey Brian, how you doing?" And I'll say, "I'm good." He's like, "What's really going on?" Good is what you say when you don't want to tell somebody. And you'd know all about that, wouldn't you? Huh? I'm sorry. I didn't mean to. You've just said you're fine a lot lately when you clearly aren't. And neither are you. It's not something I'd even know where to begin with. Well, why don't you start with Rebecca? What were you two doing out in the forest at night? Rebecca? Yeah. Don't you remember? She's Ethan's friend from drama class. Yeah, right. Rebecca. She was there too. We were just... I'm not sure. So he remembers Rebecca. Okay. Why just the two of them? The whole thing is blurring together like a distant nightmare. So you can't remember what happened? No, not really. I just have this overwhelming pressure on my chest and the feeling that I'm being watched. Is that why you were startled earlier? No, Justin. You literally snuck up behind me and started speaking at me. Anyone would be startled at that. Okay, sorry. Is there anything else you can remember? Like other people out in the forest? No. Just that... Never mind. It's stupid. Nothing that happened is stupid. Go on. You can tell me. When I close my eyes, I can see this face staring back at me through the trees, and the sound of horses in the distance. Horses? Like I said, it's stupid. It's not stupid. Thanks for telling me, Jer. Well, it's not like anyone else is going to believe me. Rachel looked at me like I was crazy last night. She was just scared for you. We all were. When we got back, she told me that you were the one who got everyone together to look for me. How did you even know I was in trouble? It was just a feeling like I knew in my gut that something was wrong. I try to be as vague as possible. The last thing Jeremy needed this morning was the knowledge that I saw him in a dream. Well, however you knew, thank you. He says, pushing away from the bar and standing up. There's a weird silence before he opens his arms and motions for me to come close. Oh, yeah. I'm only going to do this once, so take it or leave it. I'm taking it, buddy. Bring it in, he says, trying not to bite his tongue. I'll take it. Damn right. Oh, yeah. I grin, sliding into Jeremy's embrace. It's strange. In all the years we've been friends, we haven't been as touchy-feely as I am with Ethan. I think I've been more intimate with Eyal, despite knowing him for a fraction of the time. Oh, morning, boys. Rachel's voice calls out from behind us. We instantly pull apart, more embarrassed than we probably should be. Yeah, you're not doing anything wrong. It's just bros hugging. Just a bro hug. In the kitchen. Shirtless. I hear a scoff, and my eyes trail upwards to the balcony overlooking the room. Ah, look at that judgment. They're all judging me. Ethan, Eyal, and Theo are all glaring down at us, their eyes knives in Jeremy's back. Hey, guys. I wave, not too sure why there's a growing heat in my chest. Ethan waves back, followed by Eyal, who offers a small nod. Theo, however, rolls his eyes and exits the balcony without much acknowledgement. How you feeling, Jer? Ethan asks, breaking the awkward silence. I'm all right. Doing better now. Good, because we need to get ready for school. What? You can't be serious. Yeah, how can you expect us to go to school after last night? Jer has already missed one day, and we have exams coming up. And don't forget, your play is literally tomorrow night, Ethan. Can you really afford to miss rehearsals? She's right, guys. Let's just get through this morning and meet up at lunch to figure out what happened. You can all do what you want. I have gym first period, and I am way too exhausted for that. If you think you're staying here on your own, you can think again, mister. Justin, tell him. Me? Why me? Because for some reason, you're the only person he listens to. I feel him instinctively pull away, avoiding eye contact with anyone. Yeah, 'cause he's some kind of stalker. Hey, you want to come down here and say that to my face, Dalamar? I'll put you on your ass again like I did yesterday. Try me. That was just a cheap shot. Right, okay. Everyone just go get dressed. Looks like we're all going to school for some reason. And no fighting in my house. If you break anything, you pay for it. I'm the first one ready, so I wait for everyone in the guest lounge. The positive side of staying at Rachel's place is that she has a huge walk-in wardrobe. We used to stay over way more frequently, so she made sure that there was a section for guys' clothes just in case we ever needed anything. At this rate, we'll all be late for school. At least if I get detention, I won't be on my own. Suddenly, my phone dings, vibrating in my pocket. A new message from Spidey. I hum, both curious and annoyed. 1 minute, he texts back like he's super interested in me, and then the next, he's all distant and doesn't message me back for over a day. Hey, River. Sorry for not replying until now. I didn't mean to ghost. Just got super distracted. Oh, so you decided you wanted to talk again? I think I might be over this whole thing. Wait, no, it's not like that. Life has just been crazy. I wanted to message you, but it's been a lot. Sorry. Just don't assume that you're the only one with going on. My life's pretty f***ed right now, too. I'm sorry. I should have got back to you. Do you want to talk about it? I'm here to listen if you need me. This is H-E-R-E. Here to listen if you need me. Talk about life? No, I just want out. Everything is messed up. There's so much going wrong. Listen, I feel that way sometimes too. But lately it's been easier because there's someone who gets me now. And that's you. Did you mean what you said the other day? Do you really want to meet up at the party tomorrow? I get it if you don't, but I'd rather know now than get my hopes up. Yes, I definitely want to meet you tomorrow. I'm just a little anxious. There's something you should know. I know your name is Justin. I've known from the start, and I didn't want to scare you because I like you too. What the f do I do? He knows who I am. He's known all along. Was this all just some sick joke? My phone dings again, and my heart feels heavy, like a brick sinking to the bottom of a lake. I nervously check the message, not sure how to process this on top of every other problem going on right now. Meet me tomorrow, and I'll explain everything. It'll make sense when we meet. Everything will. What's that supposed to mean? Everything will make sense. Is that supposed to mean everything? Or just this specific drama everything? I yell, slamming my hands down in frustration. Energy ripples out of my body, charging through the room like electricity. Why is this happening to me? My frustration fills in pulsing waves, racing outward in a destructive blast. Justin, what's happened? Ethan calls out, bursting into the room with panicked urgency. It's too much! Everything is going wrong! I scream out, giving in to the chaotic nature of this power. The stool in front of me shoots up and levitates in place, forcing Ethan to back up in his nice see-through top. I like that. You should wear that more often. Without warning, it launches right towards him, forcing him to dive out of the way. Justin, just calm down. He yells, but it's muffled behind a cobalt blue haze. I feel everything, all at once. Until a gentle hand takes hold of my arm, and I see an eye in the storm. Open your eyes. It's okay. No. I don't want to hurt you. You won't. If you can't trust yourself, then trust me, Justin. I've got you. My body shivers as his voice takes hold of me. I slowly open my eyes to see a golden glow staring back at me. In an instant, I'm lost in a vortex of infatuation. My body still tingling, but with a different purpose. The chaos in my mind subsides, and all that's left is desire. Desire to be close to Ethan, to be with him. Ethan. I breathe out, stepping closer into his warmth. This isn't an unfamiliar feeling, just heightened to a new level that I never thought possible. I want you. I lean forward until there's barely an inch between us. He suddenly pulls back, his eyes returning to normal and holding me at arm's length. I'm sorry. I didn't mean to. He panics, frantically avoiding eye contact. No, it's fine. It's fine, Ethan. You did what you had to do. If you hadn't, I'm not sure what I would have done. Well, I'm here, whenever you need my help, he says, giving my arm one last squeeze as the rest of the group walks in. I like Theo's shirt. Awesome. Shall we get going then? I guess we're going to school. I sit with my feet in the water, kicking them slowly while lost in thought. How do you go through the day as normal, like nothing's happened? That is a small swimsuit he's wearing. It's a tiny swimsuit. I'm not complaining. I'm just making an observation. Oh, and he's kicking his feet too. That's cool. Everyone else seems to have their shit together, or they're at least better at pretending they do. It can't just be me who's losing my damn mind. The voice in my head, the dream, and what happened to Jeremy? The fact that nobody can even remember Rebecca? There has to be answers somewhere. I am tired of wandering in the dark. I need something that will help me make sense of everything that's happening. My eyes drift out across the water, and I watch my classmates swim lengths, totally oblivious to the darkness that's crept into town. An arm drapes around me, taking me by surprise. I turn to see Ethan beside me, staring out at the water. Except he's not staring out at the water, he's staring right in my eyes. What are you doing here? Don't you have rehearsal? I ask, confused at his sudden appearance. After last night and this morning, I'd rather keep you close by, he says simply, then shuffling over to give me some space. Aw. I feel like I've been the worst friend, Justin. You've been going through this all on your own, and I should have seen. It's okay. No, it isn't. Nothing about this is okay. He turns to me with a strange glint in his eye before sighing and swallowing the lump in his throat. You're my best friend, and I've got your back. But you need to tell me what's really going on here, because I feel like you're keeping something from me. And if it's anything to do with what happened to Jer last night, I'm really worried for you. I want to tell you, but I'm not sure that this is the right place. I mean, do we really want someone to overhear? Oh, I guess not, he says, looking up at the glass ceiling. Just tell me one thing. Okay. Are you in danger? I honestly don't know. Justin, I'm not sure if that's worse or better than knowing if you are. But I have this power, and I have been practicing control. I am learning how to protect myself. You nearly crushed me with a footstool this morning. Okay, that's just... No, you're right. I'm screwed. No, you're not. Because you've got me. Whatever's happening here, we're gonna face it together. To the stars, Justin. You are so cheesy sometimes. He's a romantic. Come on, Justin. I chuckle, nudging him playfully. No, I mean it. You're my best friend, and you mean more to me than you know. I am going to fight for you with everything I have. So tell me, is there a plan? What are we going to do from here? The only thing I can do. I don't have a clue what's going on, but maybe there's something in the library that could help. The library? Yeah. I mean, right now my life feels like one of those young adult supernatural TV shows, and the answers are always in a book somewhere. Life isn't a TV show, Justin. I know, but I can't think of anything else to do. Do you have a better idea? No, not really. All right, I'll come with you and help. No, you need to go back to rehearsals. I mean, I appreciate the offer, but the play is tomorrow, and you're the star, Ethan. You have responsibilities, and you can't drop them all just for me. You're my best friend, Justin, so protecting you is my responsibility, too. It's a library. I mean, what's the worst that can happen? Now something's going to happen, right?
Hope, Dalamar. My class isn't for sitting around being lazy. Get in the water and swim.
Coach yells at us, nearly deafening me with his whistle. We quickly slide into the pool, joining the others before we get detention. As soon as the bell rang for lunch, I rushed to the library, hoping to get as much time in there as possible. Thankfully, it was pretty quiet. Most students don't spend their lunch break reading in silence. At least there won't be too many distractions. Now, where to look? It takes me a little while to figure out where I should even be looking. I start with the history section to see if there's anything written about the town, but I come up empty. It doesn't help much that people seem to be just putting books back anywhere at random. There's just the founding story, and then journals about the different businesses and how each founding family developed over the years. To be reminded that the Hope family fortune is all dried up was a kick in the teeth, especially since anybody can just read about it. Maybe I'm approaching this all wrong. None of this makes sense. It all feels like a made-up story. But it's not made up because I'm living it right now. There's a name for a fictional story that has an element of realism or truth to it. I search the shelves one by one until finally a sign catches my eye. Fables and Folklore. Fables and Folklore, he says. Please have something for me. I check book after book. They all look like law books or encyclopedias. But nothing seems to really stand out. Until finally, my finger lands on the spine of an old book called European Folklore. I'm not sure if there's going to be any answers in here, but at this point, I just need to read everything, hoping that I'll find something useful. I perch myself down in the shade circle, the false sense of isolation somewhat comforting. If people knew I was reading something like this, I'd be bullied into oblivion. I open the cover anxiously, skimming over the contents page. Black Shuck? Koshai the Deathless? Rusalka? Balars? These all sound kind of creepy. I sigh, deciding to just shake away my nerves and start reading. The clock ticks slowly, and each folklore seems less and less relevant to me as I read on. Lunch is almost over. I should have time to read one more. I say, flipping over the page. The Wild Hunt. Huh, what's that? Suddenly, memories flash and pulse in my head as I hear an echo of the voice that's been tormenting me. The chase has begun, and so the hunt will follow. I whisper, repeating the words it said to me. Is this it? I ask, looking back down at the page. Tiffany! Oh, we finally get to meet Tiffany Swindleback. Is what it? A voice startles me, making me clutch the book close. Oh, it's just you. What do you want, Tiffany? Just me? It's just me? Wow, Justin. Rude much? Annoying much? Stupid much? Fake much? Ouch, Justin. Good one. Why are you here, Tiffany? I nearly made it through the entire week without you hassling me. I'm only here because I have a favor to ask you. What could I possibly do for you? Can you tell your annoying friend to stop skipping rehearsals? Mr. Caesar is a hot minute away from a full-blown meltdown, and I can't deal. Wait, I thought Ethan went back to rehearsals. Nobody's seen him all morning. It's major. How am I supposed to play Juliet without my Romeo? Did you just say that you're playing Juliet? Duh. Who else would be able to pull off such an iconic role? Rebecca? Who's that? Never heard of her. Have you been on the drink like your mom? Can you stop insinuating that my mother is an alcoholic? That joke got old years ago. And yet, she's still drinking like a sailor. I don't have time for you right now. Oh, please. Whose time matters more than mine? One last thing before I go. Do you know what Rachel's wearing to the party tomorrow? I don't have a fucking clue. Now, please leave. Okay, I'm going. But only because I want to. She says, spinning dramatically and walking away. The bell rings, signaling the end of lunch, and also the end of any time I have left to get some answers. I'll just have to finish reading after school, I say, packing the book into my bag and heading to class. Ethan sent me a text to wait for him in the park after school. Buns of steel, good God, look at those things. He said he's at rehearsals, but I'm not sure if I believe that. After what Tiffany said, it seems like he didn't go back after our chat this morning. What is going on here? Oh, it's two people laying in the grass. She's pointing up. And this person, is that also female? I can't tell. It looks like maybe she has boobs. Or maybe just big pecs. Has their arm around her. I think that's what that's supposed to be. She's pointing at something in the sky or in the trees. Are they cloud watching? I don't know. So what's he been doing all day? My phone pings in my pocket. This must be Ethan saying he's on his way. Oh, shit. I sigh out loud, seeing Spidey's name pop up. This is just one more thing to add to my list of problems. I opened the messages and realized that I never actually responded to him this morning. Are you mad at me? I need you to know that I never set out to hurt you. I made a mistake. I'm sorry. Am I mad? I'm so beyond overwhelmed right now. I don't think I even have the energy to be mad. I'm struggling to believe that I can trust you. All this time you knew who I was and you didn't say anything. I just didn't want to scare you off. I'm sorry. I panicked and I didn't know what else to do. I only did it to protect you. Protect him? How are you protecting him? That's a bullshit thing to say. So you lied? To protect me from what? The only thing you're protecting is yourself, so don't pretend it was for me. See, Justin knows. I get that you're not ready to come out, okay? I'm not ready either. But we could have been in this together. But now I'm not so sure. I'm sorry. That wasn't my intention. The truth is, I like you. And I was scared you wouldn't like me back if you knew who I was. Let me make it right. Look, maybe we should just forget all about this, okay? I have way too much to deal with right now. I don't need this too. I know I screwed up, but I'm not ready to explain everything. We should meet before the party tomorrow. Can we meet later tonight? Tonight? I don't know. I kind of have plans already. I'll need to think about it. I hope you say yes. I'll text you later with the details. Hopefully I'll see you soon, Justin. I linger on his message for a minute before nearing footsteps grab my attention. Hey, sorry I'm late. Rehearsals ran over and we needed to go over the checklist for tomorrow. Yeah, no problem, I reply, trying to ignore Tiffany's words in the back of my mind. So, what do you want to do this evening? I can think of a couple things, but I don't know. You tell me. You're the one that asked to meet up. Well, I kind of thought we should stick together. You know, last night was pretty crazy, and I don't think we really finished talking about everything. Yeah, I guess so. We could hang at my place. I'm not sure when my mom will be back from work. And risk her overhearing us? Yeah, hard pass. Overhear us doing what? You know, Justin. Talking about the fact that you move with your mind and I have crazy sex eyes? Okay, just a little quieter, please. There's people right over there laying in the grass. Okay, we can hang out at your place. But let's swing by my house first so I can grab a change of clothes. I appreciate Rachel keeping a stocked wardrobe for us, but this really isn't my style. You're telling me. You look like some kind of posh British kid. You might as well grab stuff to stay the night. It makes life easier. Are you sure? Yes, I'm sure. We're sleeping together tonight, buddy. Now come on, let's go! He says, pulling me along. After grabbing a change of clothes and a quick bite to eat, compliments of Ethan, we arrived back at his house as the evening sun began to set. I wanted to read the book that I'd found in the library, but I couldn't really explain away why I have it without telling Ethan everything. We still haven't talked much about what's really going on with me. The voices, the dreams. Maybe it's time I told him. I mean, he knows about my crazy mind now anyways, right? Alright, what do you want to do? You want to watch a film or play some games? No, not really. Well, we could rehearse some lines for the play. You know, get some last-minute practice in before opening night tomorrow. We could practice the romantic scenes. Yeah, about that. About what? He asks, turning with concern. Now, don't tell me you're not coming, he says, his face becoming sad and his eyes wide like a puppy. No, I am definitely coming. I am coming. Definitely coming. It's just that I've been told you've missed a lot of rehearsals. Are you sure that you're completely prepared? I've only missed like 2, and that was because I needed your help the first time, and this morning I couldn't exactly leave you alone, could I? Not after last night. Okay, but what about after our talk this morning, though? What happened then? I'm confused what you're trying to get at here, Justin. After our talk, I headed back to rehearsals, and I've been there pretty much all day. That's not what Tiffany said. Tiffany? Why the hell are you talking to Tiffany? It doesn't matter why, but she said that you've been skipping a lot of rehearsals and that you hadn't shown up there all day. Well, she's a fucking liar because I was there. I don't know when she would have even had time to tell you that. We're scene partners. We barely had time to breathe. I'm sorry. I didn't mean to start an argument. Oh, it's okay. So what's going on here? So, it's almost like there's someone that can assume the form of other people? He says that he was in rehearsal with Tiffany, but Tiffany was in the library telling Justin that Ethan wasn't in rehearsal. Like there's 2 Tiffany's. So apparently somebody has the ability to assume the guise of another person. Like that, what's that Star Trek episode? The Man-Eater? Where the creature can turn into any other person? You know what I'm talking about. The one that sucks the salt out of your bodies with the suckers they put on your face. So Okay, we want to be aware of this. There's at least the possibility that somebody is not who they present themselves as. We want to remember that, I think. Okay, it's okay. Just stop listening to other people, okay? Especially people like Tiffany and Theo. They aren't good people. You can't believe a word they say. Theo isn't that bad. He did come to help us with Jer last night. I just don't trust him, Justin. I mean, sure, he helped, but I'm more concerned about why. Well, maybe he's changed. A bully doesn't change. They just switch targets. Why are we even wasting time talking about them? Let's get showered together and change. Tomorrow's going to be a big day for me. I just want to relax and chill with my bestie tonight. Okay, let's go take a shower. I reply, feeling bad that I may have unintentionally stressed him out. We can watch a movie, as long as it's not another stupid horror film, okay? I hate those. I know, but it's so adorable how you try and hide behind me. I shoot him a deathly glare, daring him to test me. All right, fine, no scary movies. But don't complain if whatever else I pick is too boring. It's two bros chilling on the bed in their underwear. We spend the evening chilling out in his room, just joking around, watching a series of sci-fi movies. Before I even realized how much time had passed, the sun had set, and I'd forgotten about everything troubling my mind. I felt normal again. Hey, what's on your mind? He asks, nudging me from my thoughts. The film had finished, and he was looking back at me curiously. Just thinking about how great this is. I miss it. I really like Ethan's little wristband thingy. I like that. I say, sitting up and stretching out my limbs. I missed us. You've been my best friend since before I can even remember. It feels stupid that we spent almost a year keeping each other at arm's length because of this damn secret. Listen, it wasn't because I didn't trust you. I want you to know that. I care about what you think, and the thought of you hating me was just too much. This power is connected to my emotions. Whenever I get overwhelmed, it's like something inside my head just explodes. I was scared of hurting you. Okay, I get it. I mean, my power isn't much better. I was scared of accidentally using it on you. Oh, I wonder why I said that. Yeah, I'm not sure. I say, rather unconvincingly. Really? You're still going to keep secrets from me? No, I was waiting for the right time. You know, there's some stuff that you probably should know. What stuff? There's more going on with me than just these powers. I've been hearing voices, too. Voices? You mean like you can read people's thoughts, too? He says, panic and fear settling into his eyes. No, I definitely can't read minds. I meant like someone's speaking to me, but only in my head. Oh yeah? What are they saying? I'm not sure what any of it means, but they want me to open up some kind of door. I refused, and then I saw Jer get attacked in my dream last night by some sort of shadow. And that's why you woke up screaming? Yeah, I knew Jer was in trouble. So I'm guessing your library trip at lunch was for more than just answers on your power. Yeah, I think the voices are connected somehow. I found this book on European folklore, and there's something in there that sounds kind of familiar, but I didn't get a chance to read it properly yet. Well, do you have the book? Yeah, it's in my bag. Well, then what are we doing watching a stupid space movie? Go get it! Okay, give me a sec. I say, shuffling off the bed awkwardly. Let's go sit outside where it's cooler. I'll make us some drinks. Okay, I'll take whatever. Hey, I'm making us a real drink. I feel like we're going to need it. He says, leaving the room. All right, we're getting drunk out on the deck. In our underwear. This can only get better. I head outside and welcome the breeze on my skin. Yeah, take something off. It's been getting unbearably hot at night lately. The kind of thick heat that makes you all sticky. It makes wearing pajamas impossible. Yeah, just take that tank top off, Justin. You want to be comfortable. I set the book down on the table and stare at it blankly. Coasters provided by Target. Thank you, Target. He must think I'm crazy, I say, knowing how insane everything sounded. Voices in my head? Shadows attacking Jeremy? I'd think I was crazy too. I mean, I just might be. I don't think you're crazy, he says, setting the drinks down. A little weird, sure, but you've always been a weirdo. Says the guy who can't watch TV unless the volume is on an even number. It can be on an odd number too, just as long as it's in the middle. Like 5 because it's between 0 and 10. Oh, and 3 and 7 are fine too. I just don't f*** with 1 or 9, to be honest. Uh-huh. And you call me weird. Hey, less of the judgment and more of the reading, please. Go sit down. He says, pointing at the book and taking a sip of his drink. I shuffle to the spot by the wall, more comfortable that my back wasn't exposed. Ever since these voices started, I've had the creepy feeling that somebody's watching me. I slowly flick through the pages in search of the section I spotted earlier. The Wild Hunt, I say out loud, stroking the title with my finger cautiously. Also known as the... oh boy. German... Wildejagd? I'm going with Wildejagd. Also known as the Wildejagd. The Wild Hunt is a folklore motif occurring across northern European cultures. It's said to be a chase led by a spectral or demonic figure escorted by a supernatural army. In most stories, the Wild Hunt is seen as a portent of a catastrophe. It appears before plagues, wars, famines, and the deaths of those who witness it. In some cultures, it is believed that those who stand against the hunt would be punished. They are abducted and cursed to join the supernatural army, or are consumed altogether. Those who are abducted or consumed are erased from time, the world rewriting itself as if they were never born. Ah, just like what happened to Rebecca. Please tell me you're joking. I wish I was. This must be what happened to Rebecca. Who's Rebecca? You said her name last night, too. Who is she? She was your friend, Ethan. You had drama class together, and she was playing Juliet in the play tomorrow. No, that's Tiffany's part. It is now, but that must be the world rewriting itself. The Wild Hunt took Rebecca, and now it's like she never existed at all. So, this is already happening? You believe me? We have supernatural powers, Justin. It's not like this is impossible anymore. That's a lot to take in all at once. And you've seen it? This wild hunt thing? I think so. The voice asked me to open some sort of door, but I refused. Attacking Rebecca and Jeremy must have been the punishment. Oh, this isn't good. Justin, what are we going to do? He says, standing up and pacing anxiously. I have been practicing how to control my power. If I need to fight this thing to protect you all, then that's what I'll do. Really? Come on, be realistic for a second. Your head nearly exploded this morning, and if it weren't for me, Rachel's house would be dust by now. Don't you remember what you just read? If you stand against the hunt, then you'll be punished. If I don't stand against them, then what happens? I open this door and catastrophe follows? You don't know that for sure. Plagues, wars, famines, it says it right there in black and white. And it also says death for anyone who sees it. If you're fighting to protect us, who's going to protect you? Well, that's a risk I'm willing to take. Well, I'm not. He replies angrily, turning his back to me and walking further down the garden. We already lost a year to this thing. I don't want to lose any more time with you, he says, his voice cracking and body shaking. Ethan, what's going on? I ask, feeling the intensity of this moment in the air around us. This year has been hell. Our secrets have created this huge divide between us, and it still feels too wide to cross. Every night, I'd come out here and I would look up at the stars. I knew that no matter how much distance grows between us, we'd always have the same sky above us. That's the only thing that made any of this bearable. In the dark of the night, I could come out here and see your face in the stars. See, Ethan is a romantic. I miss you, Justin, so f***ing much. I miss you too, I say, moving closer, his eyes red and cheeks stained with fresh tears. You're my best friend, I say, but he takes a step back. His expression breaks, and I feel the pain inside leak out like a breached dam. As clueless as ever, he says, fresh tears streaming down his frustrated face. Do you really not get it? Get what? You're scaring me, Ethan. There's a sky full of stars and infinite beauty, and all I can see is you. He steps closer, standing inches from me. Our eyes lock, and I can feel his breath tickling the tip of my nose. What are you doing? I ask as he takes my hand in his own. Something I should have done a long time ago. Oh, yes! Kiss him, Ethan, kiss him. Kiss him. Here we go. Here we go. Nobody better interrupt this moment. Almost there. There we go. All right, it's official. We're boyfriends. You mean everything to me, Justin. And if the wild hunt is real, I can't just stand by and watch you put yourself in danger. Losing you would be hard enough, but a world rewritten without you isn't a world I want to live in. I am so stupid. I've had feelings for you since before I can even remember. I sigh, burrowing my head into the crook of his neck. My body feels weightless, an instant relief lifting me from the dark pit that I'd been lost in. And now you know why I've been so protective. I get that it comes across as overbearing, but I didn't know what else to do. I felt you pulling away more and more each day, and the only thing I could do was just hold on. Maybe I held on a little too tight. No, you held on tight enough, I reply, nuzzling in deeper. What are we gonna do? Everything's so f***ed up. Hey, you have me. And if we need to fight this thing, we'll fight it together. It just sucks that my only power is to make people horny for me. Not sure that'll do much against an army of undead. Well, maybe there's more to it. I've learnt how to use my power in different ways. Maybe you can too. I say, pulling back, looking into his deep, dark brown eyes, losing myself. It all feels so surreal. Everything I've ever wanted now in my arms. But it's a bittersweet moment. The joy is overshadowed by something lurking out there in the dark. Maybe. Come on, let's head back inside and consummate this new relationship. You have a big day tomorrow, and we need to figure out what we're going to do. I say, spinning around and taking his hand playfully. There's no use in us spiraling right now. The best thing we can do is get some rest and figure stuff out after Ethan's performance. We need to tell everyone, don't we? He says, digging his heels into the ground and stopping me in my tracks. They might not believe us and think that we're crazy. Well, then you just float a glass like you did for me. Ethan, telling them is going to change everything for us. But they're in danger, Justin. If what's in that book is true, then there's a chance this thing isn't just going after you, but all of us. Standing against it has put a target on our backs. Which is my fault. I know, Ethan. I'm not saying that. I'm just saying they deserve to know the truth. I know, you're right, but it's hard. I'm scared. Except Theo has powers. You know Theo has powers. He showed you. And he knows, Theo knows that Justin has supernatural powers. So Theo's the natural person to go to, right? Enlist him, even though Ethan and Theo don't get along. Maybe we'll eventually have a threesome. I don't know. Well, you don't have to do it alone. I'm here with you, and we will tell them together, he says, squeezing my hand assuringly. Come on, we should get some sleep before it gets too late. You have a big day tomorrow, I say, guiding him back inside for some well-earned rest. Rest in air quotes? Well, rest? You know, I think what would help him rest is just a big release of stress. You know, just get it all out. Just one big climax of stress release. I wonder if there's something Justin could do to help his friend Ethan experience that. Maybe not. There must be something in the water because I feel like I can take on the world. We got caught up in everything that's happening and haven't really had a chance to talk about what that kiss means. I just know that I don't want to waste another night thinking about what could be when I know now that there's something more between us. I was so terrified of ruining our friendship, but this could be exactly what we need to strengthen our bond. Aren't the best relationships with people that you're friends with? They absolutely are. I know that we have to tell the group tomorrow everything that's happening, Although that thought is scary as shit, I know that I can get through it with Ethan by my side. Theo's going to be... Okay, you know Theo's got supernatural powers already. You don't know much about Eyal, but there's at least a chance, right? There's... Out of the group, there's 3 of you that have supernatural powers that you know of for sure. The chances that Eyal also has them, you know, I'm thinking 50-50. Rachel, who knows? Maybe she does too, or maybe she's the, you know, the Alfred of the group. The, you know, the superheroes always have the non-super helper. Maybe Rachel is the non-super helper. I don't know. We don't know what tomorrow will hold, but I can see everything I want in his eyes, and nothing is going to stop me from reaching for happiness. It's finally time that I had that. After all the crap this year, I'm owed happiness. That's a very... I'm not sure how I feel about that. That's something that the supervillains say, right? You owe me. I'm owed happiness. I'm owed this. I deserve it. That's the path to the dark side, Justin. Huh? If you want answers, then meet me at your special place. I'll be waiting, Justin. Great. This lying asshole again. No, thank you. I don't need... Huh? Wait. He knows my name. That's right. He's known all along. So, how much else does he know? I mean, what if I don't show up and he freaks out and tells everyone everything? Fine. I guess I'm doing this. I quickly pull on some clothes and take one last look at Ethan. The last thing I want is to wrap him up in more of my drama, especially after we had such a perfect night together. I can handle this on my own. So you're gonna... Oh, Justin... So he's gonna wake up in the middle of the night. He's gonna notice that you're not there. He's gonna feel like you lied to him again because you crept out in the middle of the night, or that you freaked out because he kissed you. Justin, buddy, you trust him or you don't trust him? I hum under my breath, sneaking out of the room. Walking through the forest, it dawns on me that this is the first time I've been alone since yesterday. I've not had time to process anything that's happened today. The information on the wild hunt, or that kiss. And to top it all off, I now have to deal with whoever this Spidey guy really is. How could something so innocent turn into this? It was just supposed to be a harmless stranger that I had something in common with. Like every online relationship ever. But I guess that's what happens when you put your trust into someone you don't really know. Like every online relationship ever. Who's there? I call out, the feeling of someone watching me now tickling the hairs on my neck. I know you're out there. Show yourself, or you'll be sorry. I yell, holding my hands up ready for whatever might lunge out of the dark. Whoa, okay, calm down. There's no need to blast my face off, it's just me. Or is it Ethan? Is it the doppelganger Ethan? Who knows? Ethan, what the hell are you doing here? I could have seriously hurt you. What am I doing here? Justin, what the hell are you doing here? He says, climbing down the rocky slope. You sneak out in the middle of the night, which you're terrible at, by the way, and you come wandering through the forest. Wandering, not wondering. You come wandering through the forest like a crazy person. Why are you out here? And don't lie, okay? We have gone past that point now. I don't even know where to begin. All right, we got all night, he says, folding his arms like he's not going anywhere. As embarrassing as it was, I told Ethan everything, as you should. From the moment the note first slipped out of my songbook, to the secrets we shared, and up to this moment right now. So, whoever this Spidey person is, they know who you are, but you don't know who they are? Yeah, pretty much. Justin. He sighs in frustration. Don't you realize how dangerous this is? Well, yeah, I do now. But I need to meet them, Ethan. If I don't, I'm worried they might do something to get back at me. Well, you're not doing it alone. You want to come with me? I don't think that's a good idea. Hey, no offense, but I really don't trust your judgment on what a good idea is right now. Ouch. I'm coming with you, end of discussion. And if they even try and mess with you, then they're going to be sorry. Ethan's the top. He says, brushing past me and walking on. Ethan, it's this way. Oh, well, come on then. Let's go meet this asshole. Ethan's the top. We come over the crest to the small grotto that I'd spent the majority of the year in. It feels strange being back here after not coming all week. Not coming all week? Oh, poor Justin. There was a moment in time where I thought I'd never be able to leave this place. That I was so broken that I deserved to stay isolated out here. But now, looking across at Ethan, I can see that there is a place out in the world for me. Hey, you okay? He asks, noticing me staring at him. Yeah, I'm just happy. I mean, despite all of the shit, I still have you. His annoyed expression turns soft, and his lips curl into a sweet smile. Hey, you'll always have me. Nothing gonna tear us apart ever again. You're stuck with me. He says, taking my hand in, bringing me close. I instinctively wrap my arm around his waist, and he runs a single finger down my cheek. I really want to kiss you right now. I'm not stopping you. I whisper back, my eyes trailing down to his lips. Two kisses. Does this count as the second date? I think it might. Yep, just as good as before. He grins sheepishly, making me blush. Okay, let's not forget why we're here. This is the place Spidey wanted me to meet him. Well, I don't see anyone. Maybe he changed his mind. Yeah, maybe. My phone dings, startling us both. Ethan practically jumps out of his skin, and he holds his chest as his heart beats 1,000,000 miles an hour. It's him, I say, seeing his name pop up on my screen. I haven't changed my mind. I'm right behind you. Huh? I say, turning quickly to see nothing but darkness. Oh. Is he, like, invisible? He can assume the form of anyone else he wants, but also turn invisible? I don't know. He's messing with you, Ethan says, looking around frantically. Suddenly, twigs snap in the distance, his footsteps drawing closer. Someone's coming, I say, standing close to Ethan, who puffs out his chest, ready to make them fall in love with him. It's Rachel? Rachel Spidey? What? Rachel? we say in unison as she steps out of the shadows and climbs down the rocky slope. It's you? Of course it's me. Why are you acting all surprised? You're Spidey? I'm who? Spidey, the person that's been texting me? That's why you're here. I don't know what crazy pills you two have been taking. I'm here because you texted me to come, Justin. You said that there was an emergency. I didn't text you. Yes, you did. See, it's right. She pauses, looking at her phone in confusion. I swear the text was right here. Okay, Hope, what's the emergency? Theo, looking very fit. Do you need me to burn something? Theo? I squeak out as he approaches us from the side. He walks over to us with a curious brow, and I instinctively move forward, knowing Ethan won't be happy with his sudden appearance. Why are those two here? I thought we were going to make out. Okay, I am really confused. Did you get a text from Justin too, Theo? Yeah. Same with me, Eyal says, stepping out from behind us to join our bubble of confusion. Eyal's here too? Justin, what's going on? If this is some sort of prank, it's not funny. It's nearly 2 a.m. I promise, I did not text you guys. Okay, so Eyal is clearly one of them, right? He's one of the superheroes. He has to be. Why else would Spidey, or whoever, text them all to come here? It's because they're his opposition, right? So I'm thinking they all have superpowers now. Justin put 2 and 2 together. You're all superheroes. You're the League of Rainbow Justice. The Rainbow Avengers, or whatever. I promise, I did not text you guys. Me and Ethan were supposed to be meeting someone here. So now he's gathered them all here to attack them, I'm guessing? Okay, that's just creepy. Why did a blocked number just send me a random picture of your ginger friend sleeping? What? I quickly open... Oh, Jeremy's sleeping naked. I mean, it's creepy somebody's watching him sleep naked, but... Oh, yeah. I quickly open my messages to see the same picture. It looks like we've all been added to a group chat with Spidey as the admin. Suddenly, new messages begin to roll in one by one. It's nice to finally meet you, Justin. It was fun playing this little game with you, but I don't think I need the name Spidey anymore. You can call me Kane. You were warned of the consequences. Your friend has been marked and will join the lost souls in oblivion. Let the hunt begin. 1 hour. 2:01 a.m. They have 1 hour. The sand is running through the hourglass. Something happens in an hour. Go get him. Oh, damn it! Okay. So yeah, good. We are clearly in a young adult, supernatural, superhero story. Following the old tropes and, the tested and time-honored pattern to that kind of story. So Theo is fire. I'm guessing Ethan, he makes people want to him, but I'm guessing he can, charm people, too. Like, if they ever needed somebody to do some bargaining, right, he could get them to agree with what he wants them to do, right? So he's the charmer. Justin moves things with his mind. I wonder what are Eyal and Rachel's powers? I wonder. Maybe we'll find out next chapter. And poor Jeremy. So I'll tell you, I was honestly a little worried because it was clear in the last episode that this was sort of the origin story of a superhero origin story, right? I was a little worried that Jeremy was going to become the supervillain that opposes them, right? It was going to be kind of like what was that movie? The M. Night movie, Unbroken, where Sam Jackson, right, starts out being sort of the friend of the superhero, but then he becomes the supervillain because he takes a different path. And I was a little worried that's what was going to happen with Jeremy, but at this point, it doesn't look like that's what's going to happen. Unless, I suppose, Spidey could be Jeremy, right? And he kind of set up, maybe I'm overthinking it, but it could be he set up the shot, right, to take a picture of himself sleeping to, I don't know, lure them all. But he's already lured them to a place. Why would he need to lure them then to Jeremy's house? Maybe not. So, that's good news, because I was worried Jeremy was going to become the supervillain, and I didn't want Jeremy to be the supervillain. But then who else is it? Who is Kane? So, okay, this has become a Scooby-Doo mystery. The only other named character is Tiffany Swindleback, right? Is Tiffany the... Oh, that's a little too on the nose. Mr. Caesar? Mr. Caesar's a named character. We've never seen him. Maybe he's Kane. I don't know. There is... I can't think of another named character. Who's that bully in the library, that very first... The first part of the first episode? Did he have a name? I can't remember. But again, making the school bully be the bad guy in the superhero story is a little on the nose. It'd be more interesting if it was, like the kid in the newsy cap, the flat cap with the vest. Somebody small, unassuming, somebody you'd never look at and go, "Oh yeah, he's the supervillain." Yeah. That would be more interesting if it was somebody like that. Anyway, okay. Well, thank you for joining me, and I'll stop speculating now and just let Blake and Adam write the damn story and tell us in the future episodes. Thank you so much. We'll see you again right back here in the sandbox.